thank goodness for Mission Select.
Snake, I rigged that radio so you can contact our young lady friend Paz.
Is she okay?
No need to worry. She's tougher than you think.
Still just a kid.
Which is exactly why she could be an effective source of information. Besides, that little Angel de la Paz is the one who gave us this mission, right?
I guess.
I'll put her on.
Snake.
Paz, where are you?
Ciudad Colon. A school.
I really hope they release this game in a second
Teacher.
master collection, because I would love to play through the Japanese version and be hearing Nana Mizuki right
that's
now
bound to
instead
be
of Tara
nice.
Strong.
See, he has a radio in his room, so we can talk anytime.
Pretty fancy for a teacher.
Promise me, Snake, that you'll bring back peace, and
I know. I'll contact you if I find your friend.
thank you. Snake, if you need to know about Costa Rica, the geography, the climate, the wildlife, anything, just ask me. I know about its history and laws too. We learned it all in school.
Got it. I have a question. I'll ask. What?
In school, I also learned that peace is an unnatural state for humans.
Yeah, that's what people whose lives depend on there being, like, war and politics are always
right.
going to tell you.
So, to achieve peace,
Yeah.
we have to create it ourselves. Crying about it won't bring it about or make it last. Each
That's
one
what they
of us
like to
must
do.
go and seek it out.
You won't find it without making sacrifices. No offense, but I don't know what peace is.
No, but you know about throwing dudes. That's why you're the greatest soldier ever.
Never even been interested.
And we're going to do everything we can to throw as many dudes as possible.
Sorry. Listen, Paz, I think your ideas are admirable. And I hope they turn out to be right.
Yeah, me too.
Paz is cool, though.
Peace
I like
is in
Paz.
your name. Who better
She's
to
a
help
very
you than-
fascinating character. She might not seem like much now, but she will become more interesting as we move forward in this game. And then we'll get out of this game and she won't be very interesting anymore. But hey, you know,
Need to know more about Costa Rica? Paz can help.
so
Good to know.
Master Miller here, which yes, that is the same guy. That is McDonald Miller.
From
He's
what
just
I've
going
seen,
by
it
Kazuhira
looks
in this
like
game.
nukes.
Agreed. The key thing
You know,
is
because we met up
whether
with
those
young
spheres really are
Campbell
what we think they
in
are.
Portable
And
Ops,
if
now we
so,
gotta meet up
why
with
they're
young
here.
Miller
Follow the
in
transport
Peace
route.
Walker.
Find the nukes.
So we can establish the gang for future games, but also this game being released after MGS4 is sort of like another soft reboot?
We better hope
Like how
they're still
3 was a
alive.
soft reboot? So they're going to introduce us to a new cast of characters that fill old roles, so Paz will be the ones telling us about the flora and fauna of the area. Fulton Recovery System, hey, we'll get to know about that. Don't worry about it right now. Alright, so we get single player and we get host. I'm going to be playing this in single player. If anyone has this on PS3 and wants to join me at some point, though, you know, we can work that out. So we can go to briefing files. And we can listen to stuff about this mission from Paz or from Miller here. This I am of two minds about. Remember how I really liked in the PC version of Rising that we could just access codec calls from a menu afterwards? Well, that's what these are. We can access... Oh my god, look at all these. We can access these from this menu. The problem is they have this really kind of bland presentation, and they have a cassette tape filter over them, so it's not as clear
I'll
sounding.
watch my step.
This area often gets flooded by the river.
Snake's sounds
There are
especially
canals here and there
gravelly,
carved out by
which
water.
people thought was
Good places to hide.
David Hayter's
But they will also make it
performance,
harder
but
for
if you
to
listen,
speak.
everyone sounds a little
Be
grainy
careful,
and
Snake.
gravelly. That's just because of the filter they applied on all of these. But in addition to the presentation being kind of boring, that means that we don't really have codec calls. There is an option to call people in the middle of a mission, and sometimes characters will give us some hints. But I much preferred the codec to this. I like having it as an option to select from a menu. But man, I miss the codec. We'll listen to some of these afterwards. There's so many, and a lot of them are really interesting and funny, but because they let us listen to them from a menu, maybe at some point I'll just listen to a whole bunch of them in one go. We also have mission prep. So check it out. We got all kinds of stuff. Again, New Game Plus, so I have all of the camo. We've got a sneaking suit, which I shouldn't have. We've got battle armor, and we've got battle armor with a cool Soul Bad Guy bandana. We've got our olive drab fatigues, we've got Leaf, and of course we've got Tiger Stripe. I'm going to be going with Tiger Stripe. There's other things that we can pick as well that I'll show later. All of my items here, we'll just keep those. This, however, I'll be changing. Because, like I said, you know, hey, we can get a rank 5 Hush Puppy, but that's really strong. That's like a little too strong. So we'll go down to the rank 3. We can also do a model viewer and take a look at every single weapon and item in the game, which is really cool. I appreciate that. Also has some lore there. If we go to rank 1, we can see it's got the big suppressor from MGS3, which also means it's a crappy suppressor that wears out very easily. And if we go all the way to rank 5, it's got this big chunky square suppressor that's like a little more sleek and is high durability. So there is some actual visual differences on some of these. There's a lot. There's a lot. Again, we're gonna go rank 3. For our sub weapons here, I mean, empty mag never hurts. We got a whole lot of goofy stuff. I'll go with smoke grenades just in case. And I don't need anything more than this. So let's start the mission.
Head for the FSLN boathouse.
Okay.
It's northwest of there.
We got 2 dudes, and we can see here they don't have the high-vis vests. Like I said, I think it's pretty cute that they make the first mission
You know you can assign the radio to the select button by choosing
has dudes that are very easy to see, and then we get to mission 2, and now all of a sudden we're dealing with guys that are a little harder to see.
Freeze.
So of course we still make footstep noises if we're moving too fast. So we want to be sneaky. And oh no, he noticed his buddy.
There must be hostiles in the area.
Freeze.
Yeah, me. I'm the hostiles. They're not going to give us anything too interesting. So they're held up like this, right? They're just kind of stuck there. Unless there's an alert, sometimes they can get up. Now there's an item we get that I don't have equipped. Because you might be wondering, well, how do I deal with this? They're just there. What if someone sees them? We'll get into what you do with that. Don't you worry. Don't you worry at all. But for now, we can just move past them. Although I don't know what is down this path. Is that just an item? Yes, and we just...
That area is not part of the mission.
Oh, that's cute. DMZ, authorized personnel only. A DMZ is a demilitarized zone. Oh, it would be illegal to go there, I guess. That's pretty funny. Never noticed that. These mushrooms. I just think they're neat. Again, we've got a base now. You know, we've got dudes. We've got staff. So we don't have... we don't have to rely on foraging in the wild. No, we can bring Future curry. Only 95 cents. No, 95%. 95% what? I don't know. We can bring some curry, and we can also bring some lime soda. In the Japanese version, the lime soda was indeed Mountain Dew, and there were also some Doritos you could get. In this, it's just taco chips. Now, one thing about the product placement, there are also Peace Walker themed Mountain Dew cans you could get in real life. I believe Mint Phantom has a full set. I will never be as big a Metal Gear fan as she is. I kneel, Miss Phantom. I kneel. But one of the things I actually prefer about us not having the product placement is that one of the lower ranking sodas is actually Narc Cola from MGS4. I think that's pretty cute. I actually like that a little better. I wish that Metal Gear was a little more cute with things like that, you know? Having like a Diet Hassie or whatever. Hey, here's definitely some water. So we can take out the stun rod. And it was supposed to do something cool. Why didn't it do something cool? Why didn't it do the cool thing? Luckily, he's an idiot, and we're pretty well camouflaged. Okay, let's try this again. Why is it not doing the cool thing? It's supposed to do a cool thing. There we go. There's the cool thing. You have to aim down a little farther than I thought. Now, it doesn't keep them down for too long, but yeah.
Going to alert status.
Water conducts electricity. Metal also conducts electricity. So you can do that on certain metal surfaces and barriers. It's pretty cool.
Stay out of the water. That's beyond the scope of this operation.
And we didn't program swimming controls. Look, we've got special boys that come out.
What's going on?
Special backup boys. Maybe rank 3 was a little too high. Maybe I shouldn't have used the rank 3 Hush Puppy. But that's fine, that's fine. Rank 3 boys don't usually... Oh, I guess they do give us some good stuff. Huh.
Free.
But yeah, we're back to like... Remember how one of my big complaints with MGS4 was the battlefield always raging on, and it just made it so you didn't really have to do as much like corridor sneaking and watching like enemies. You could kind of just avoid most fights. And I had to like create a lot of fun in that game. No, the fun's actually real in this. There's just regular Metal Gear sneaking. It's funny that this is actually one of the gameplay-wise and like stealth and scenario and such wise, one of the best Metal Gear games. Because it actually, you know, has you
Enemies close by.
sneaking around. Oh!
Enemy sighted.
Well, they spotted me.
We can't spare reinforcements. You'll have to make do with what you have.
As I was discussing the stealth being good. Which is very ironic and also very par for the course for me playing these games. But now you can see where this is very MGS3. My ability to throw dudes is supreme. And it makes me the greatest soldier ever. I am taking a lot of damage, but because I have Future Curry equipped, if I run out of health, I'll be fine. In addition to that, we can just lay down and start to replenish health eventually. There we go. It actually goes up pretty quickly in this game. Like, kind of insanely quickly. There's a reason for that. It has to do with how the boss fights work. Wow, did you hear how chunky? I just clicked in the right stick. I don't know why made that sound. Anyway.
Now meet with the FSLN Commandante. He's inside the boat.
Hey, you can see when you start an alert, I mean, it works. It's a real Metal Gear game. MGS4 was a little weird. This is just back to normal. And because of that, I actually like it. This is kind of the last regular Metal Gear Solid game in that way. Until, of course, Delta comes out later this year.
Guinness! The chance! The way!
Oh yeah, hey, content warning. Content warning, Che Guevara mention.
I'm looking for someone.
Not that I think Che Guevara is particularly, you know, a problematic or triggering subject, but I think the amount of times they mention him in this game is problematic and triggering.
Relax, I'm not your enemy. Cuban.
A cigar?
I'll take whatever you've got. I owe you one. But I prefer cigarettes, you know. How do I look? A little like El Che, no?
No, you look a little like Meryl, actually.
Colombia.
You can't see it in this cutscene, but she's got red hair as well. She kind of looks a little like Meryl.
Yeah,
Which, again,
You've got no
feels like
How do you get
this
the
was
shot?
meant to be a soft reboot, in a way, to introduce a whole group of new characters that maybe... Nope.
Okay, we can talk until I finish.
Nope, most of them are gone after this. A couple of them stick around, but they're so different that you kind of wish they didn't. Look at him go! Look at his little stumpy
Don't look
legs!
like private security. More like
See ya, Chico.
they're loaded with the latest gear from all over the world.
I heard they're a security force hired by Codessa.
Yeah, and I'm Papa Noel. Those guys are UCLA's.
UCLA's. La CIA.
I saw them setting up shop in town. They're planning to do here what they did in Chile.
I'm kind of laughing because I forgot how, yeah, this is where things started to get a little self-indulgent with the, like,
Push you back into
gotta give everything the three names that they have, you know? And I know a lot of it is
Didn't you see?
accurate to real life, but it's still like,
It's like we're in
come
Da
on.
Nang.
Is this how
It
you...
must be something else.
Is this how
They have a base
writing a nice, snappy story is supposed to work?
Across the
Anyway.
suspension bridge.
factory to the north, across a bridge.
Hey, that's
Have you
important.
seen the big transport boat, mercenary crew on the Rio del Jade?
You mean the barge? It's upstream from here.
Also, yeah, there's a lot of use of the Spanish language
Idea what's on
in
it?
this game, which is pretty cool.
I could introduce you
But
to
it's a
some of
little
the
funny
compas
to-
out there, but I don't recommend going
Some
there.
characters
We've lost a lot of people there. They
do it like they go for it. They go full accent and everything.
kill us.
And Snake, he pronounces things correctly, but he pronounces them with a Snake accent. So instead of like, you know, it's just like, Rio del Jade. And I'm like, yeah, that's better than saying Jade, but I don't know. But see, then you get that, like, where she's like, Monstruo, and he's like, oh, a monster? It's kind of funny.
Mi viejo, Papa,
I think it's funny as an English speaker
our hope.
when
Now that Papa's gone, my sister's la comandante de
Um,
la
Do not listen
stuff
to
will use a little bit of Spanish, because usually the words they replace, you know, it's very Hollywood. It's like, yeah, I know what that means.
You need a special
You're-
talent
you're-
to become
you know-
Cacique. It takes someone great to unite all of Las Compas.
It's a little
Sorry to
strange to
interrupt,
me.
but leaders don't choose
And it always makes me
themselves.
wonder how the
They
Japanese
choose
version
heroes.
handles it, because,
Carry on his legacy of lies for
you know,
They'll follow you.
it's not as common to run into Spanish
My compas
in
trust me,
Japanese
but not one
fiction.
of them
Happens every now and then,
comandante.
but
Amanda!
See what I mean?
El Colibri!
oh my goodness. That's not a hummingbird. Oh, look at the 3D cigar! That's that space helicopter we saw. Man, I love the text and everything. Oh, the art style's so good. There's a lot more movement. There's a lot more motion in these motion comics than there was in Portable Ops. Oh no, look at those little things! They look like little ciphers! From MGS2! They look like the gun ciphers! Look! We gotta fire at things, even in the cutscene! Why? I don't know, but like, whatever, dude, it's pretty cool. This game's silly. I know I say that about every one of these games, but I think that the way to enjoy Metal Gear and not drive yourself insane is to remember that all the games are silly. Alright. That's a direct hit. Oh no!
What the hell?
How did it do that?
An unmanned weapon! A robot!
What? AI weapons in 1974? And they zwip out of the way? I wonder if that technology has a name. We won't fight that as a boss for a while, but
Stay here. As long as I'm still alive.
I feel like it's worth spoiling that it absolutely did just zero shift. And that's not me saying that. It is referred to as zero shift in the boss fight. So remember how Gene could zero shift? Well, apparently they've learned how to make a machine that does that? I don't know. Listen, we got an A rank, though.
Snake, what was that
A
thing?
space helicopter that could zero shift. We've
looked unmanned.
been through this.
Unmanned? I'd heard rumors, but an operational unit?
What the hell is going on here?
Not to quote Amanda, but the hardware they've got here isn't just
So yeah,
overkill. Which
some of
means
the
one
tech in
thing,
this game is anachronistic
so the question
for
now becomes why?
you know, not just the real world, obviously, but for the Metal Gear lore.
Our sources
It bothers me.
Isn't.
good thing
It doesn't bother me
follow her.
a ton. There's one specific element that bothers me. I don't really mind the space helicopter itself, but I mind with it what it's armed with.